All right, so y'all know what time it is, man. It is Android season. You know how we always do when it comes to the Samsung Galaxy S device. We like to switch to it. No, I'm not doing the Apple fanboy switch to S25 Ultra video because guess what? I'm sick of seeing those videos on YouTube, man. But we are going to get into my first impressions on what I feel about the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Yes, that I went out there and spent my own hard-earned money. Samsung does not know who I am, man. They don't want to, I'm not the cookie cutter creator, man. They don't want to see me talk about the videos. They want to see me, they don't want to see me do anything because they don't know me. All right, but let's go ahead and talk about this Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, normally I sometimes would do an unboxing, but guess what, man? Some days these unboxings just get too boring because there isn't anything in the box to even be excited for when we talking about doing an unboxing. So you know what? We just gonna skip that whole unboxing thing and just get straight into this phone. Now, I have been using this for about 24 hours. I recently got back in town yesterday. Now, it was here since last Thursday. All right, I was out in LA and finally got back in. As soon as I got back in, I threw my damn bags down and went out there and picked up this S25 Ultra through my main SIM card in it. Okay, yes, main SIM card. If you look at the iPhone, you see the SOS. I currently do not have my SIM card in my eSIM in the iPhone. As you can see right here, Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra. Now, I've always had this. I've had this since I had my Z Fold 6, my S24 Ultra. So I've always had that, never got rid of it. And I'm using my Samsung Galaxy Bud Pro 3s, wherever they are. I think they're in my playroom with my son. But I decided to go out there and go ahead and put that pre-order in for that S25 Ultra. Now, I did go out there and get the white titanium blue, white silver blue, whatever the name is, man. You know what I'm talking about. One of the more popular colors when it comes to the S25 Ultra. Now, the reason I went out and got this because I thought, and my assumption and my thought process was absolutely wrong. I thought this was going to look very similar to the Sierra Blue when it came to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and got this bad boy in and I said, yo, this just looks like a silver S25 Ultra. But guess what? That's cool. I'm with it. A case is going to be on this thing majority of the time, probably 99.9% of the time. So I decided to go with this fresh color, which I still do think it looks very good, minus all of the smudges. Minus the smudges that's on the back of this bad boy. So let me go ahead and wipe it down for you. But how I feel about it, man. First off, let's go ahead and talk about this design. Now, you guys know the design, a lot really hasn't changed coming from the S24 Ultra. Let's just go ahead and be real. But the design of this, when you're talking about feeling it in hand, I really like how thin this thing feels now. Yes, they did decide to thin this thing up a little bit. And when it comes to this squared off design, this is just giving me old throwback vibes of Samsung Galaxy Note 3. I know a lot of you kids may be a little bit too young to experience that laggy experience of TouchWiz. Yeah, and that horrendous shutter lag. Long away from those days. But this does give me old school Note feel when it comes to the feeling of it. Just absolutely love the squared off nature of it. Just feels super premium in my opinion. Feels very good. So good job, Samsung, when it comes to the display. Now I know we have those camera rings in the back and everybody was kind of getting the funk because Jerry Rig, everything was popping it off with a razor. Look, don't worry about that, man. Who is really going to be doing those things? All of those videos are super exaggerated. Nobody's be going, you're not doing those in the day-to-day action. So, minimal changes when it comes to the S24 to the S25 Ultra. But what has changed, and I'm here for it. Now, let's go ahead and stay on that point when I'm talking about that Note, because one thing the Note had was a great S Pen, and that has been, I'm over here fumbling around with it. That has been one of the most things that has been talked about, has been this new S Pen or lack thereof when it comes to the Bluetooth and the S Pen. Now, I want to go ahead and sit there and talk to you, man, because I want to know, everyone in the comment section down below, who actually really used the Bluetooth when it came to the S25 Ultra. Let's just go ahead and be real. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never use the Bluetooth functionality, and I really don't use the S Pen. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it here first. I think next year with the this is just the first step. I think next year or the year after that, I can see the S Pen going away completely. And guess what? I'm okay with it. I know a lot of you may cancel that for me. Look, I apologize. I'm okay with the S Pen going away because I technically don't use it. If they're going to give us more battery, sign me up for it, because this does have that 5,000 milliamp hour battery. So, and we're going to talk about battery coming up here next. I don't personally use the S Pen. Should they have got rid of that functionality? No, because you didn't do anything with getting rid of it. You didn't give us new battery. You didn't give us a thinner device. I don't think you did much with it. You did slim it up a little bit, but I don't think that warrants enough to get rid of the Bluetooth functionality on the S Pen. So Samsung, I don't know. I don't know. That's real Apple-ish. That's a real Apple-ish, man. And I don't want you to get Apple-ish. And this is coming from an Apple-ish fanboy. You see what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and talk about battery. Now, this does boast that 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Now, one thing I want to talk to Samsung about is we got to let go of being scared to progress your battery technology. All right. We all know what happened with the Note 7, yada, yada, yada. That time is long gone. How many damn years has it been? It is time for us to progress the battery when it comes to this S25 Ultra. There's no reason why this device should not have something like 6,000 milliamp hours in there. Take the OnePlus 13. I actually bought one and returned it because I wanted to put the money into this one, but now I'm thinking about going back and getting another OnePlus 13 because that battery was phenomenal. And the fact that you can charge it up quicker, yeah, you get 45 watts charging, 5,000 milliamp hour battery. I've been using this for 24 hours. How have I been enjoying the battery life? It's been pretty okay. It lasts me from 5 this morning all the way until I left to go to work around 2 p.m. And it had still 30% left. Of course, when I got in the car, charged it up because I do have an hour ride home. Now it's sitting on 70%. But so far the battery seemed fine. Only 24 hours, still using, it's still, it's learning my usage patterns. It's not actually dialed in. If we go over here and take it to battery, as you can see, it is still learning my patterns. So battery life is something that I don't want to talk about. I'll probably do a separate video in about a week or so telling you how the battery is. But right now, seems pretty good, except that little annoying Samsung thing when you take it off the charger and just turn the phone on, it drops down to 99%. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it is something that's there. Now, of course, when it comes to the S series, we have to love that anti-glare display. I mean, I love this thing, anti-reflective, excuse me, not anti-glare. It's just a beautiful piece of technology that I feel like every smartphone should have. Now, before this video, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I took a tempered glass screen protector off this just so I can do this video because I'm a person who tends to like my screen protected even with the anti-reflective characteristics in the screen. I'm just one of those people, man, because this anti-glare will scratch on you. Yes, it's anti-glare, anti-reflective, all those things, but it does tend to pick up scratches a little bit more than the devices that doesn't have that anti-reflective technology. So as soon as this video is over, I'm actually going to record a video of a tempered glass screen protector because personally, I like to keep mine protected a little bit more than having that anti-reflective. Now, yes, I do love it, but I do also love my stuff being mint and protected at the very same time. So that's basically it when it comes to all the physical aspects of it. Everything else the same, Type-C speaker, SIM card slot if you want to do that. Of course, I'm using eSIM. Everything. When it comes to the weight of it, does it feel light? Yeah, all these phones feel pretty light. We're in the nature of everything getting thinner and everything getting lighter. In my opinion, I don't feel like we always have to do that. If this phone has to be as big as the S25 or as heavy as the S24, excuse me, then so be it if it's going to give me better battery life. That's the point where I'm at when it comes to these devices. Now, performance, how has it been? For these 24 hours that I've been using it, can I see a dramatic difference coming from the S24 Ultra where I deem that as my phone of the year? Love the S24 Ultra. Now, I don't have one over here to go side by side, but I'm here to tell you, it feels good. It feels fast. What you expect when it comes to these new devices, it doesn't feel any more faster than the previous version. I've personally never got overheating warnings or anything like that. I've never gotten any of those things when it comes to my Samsung devices, and I'm experiencing the same thing when it comes to this S25 Ultra, as you can see right here. Now, before you guys ask me what my setup is, I'm running Nova Launcher, custom launcher with the Line X icon pack. If you want a video on how to customize your home screen of your S25 Ultra, let me know in the comment section down below. I tend to always do a customization video, but you almost can go back and look at one for the S24 Ultra because I do it for every one of my Android devices. Now, one thing that we're going to talk about is that camera. Now, I haven't really got out there and taken a bunch of pictures. I'll kind of throw up one picture it took of me when I was in the office at work. I'll throw up another little picture of me and my son just messing around right before I came in the studio and started recording. And I'll go ahead and throw a video up, me and him messing around indoors, not the best lighting. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Video, Wes. Ooh, what you gonna say?
What's up, kids and crews?
Who?
Getting Chris.
So what would you say if you had your own YouTube channel?
Um,
How would you start your video?
what's up, YouTubes? Yeah.
So of course the camera is something that we will dive into a little bit later. Of course, just got to get more pictures. I'm not going to go outside right now and take pictures of a grapevine bush outside in full sunlight. Any phone can do that. I can go and get an LG G1 and take a great picture outdoors in full sunlight. Don't let all these camera tests fool you, man. We got to get into some challenging situations with this Samsung camera so we can see what the real deal is about when it comes to this camera. So far, I'm liking it. Performance has been good. Samsung just knows how to knock it out the park when it comes to a display. I know I've been seeing some people talk about 8-bit, 10-bit. Look, the average person don't even know what the hell bits is. They may be thinking about Twitch bits and not actually bits when it comes to the display. Now, I know it because these cameras I'm shooting in is in 10-bit, and that color does seem to stretch a little bit further. But when you're looking at a display like this, you don't have to worry about 10-bit, 8-bit colors, anything like that. You know Samsung is going to give you one of the best panels that you're going to get when it comes to a smartphone. Love to see these bezels being equal all the way around. That just gives this phone that much more of a premium look, just really stretching those bezels out to give you a very nice viewing experience when it comes to your home screen. Outside of that, biometrics is fine. I mean, fingerprint scanner, boom, popping it up there, just fine. I've been seeing some people say the biometrics really weren't that good. I mean, it's not really the best way that I can show you, but say I'm looking up, all right, and now I'm gonna tap this, boom, open. I mean, look at this. I'm looking up, down, boom, open. One more time. I'm looking up, look down, open. So I'm not sure what people are saying that the biometrics is a little weak. Face unlock works fine. Yes, it is a little bit slower when you get into dark situations. If you're in the bedroom at night, you're on your phone, doom scrolling at 11, 12, midnight, midnight at night, at midnight. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. But when you're scrolling, guess what? Yeah, it can take a little bit of a split second to unlock your device, but that is not going to be a big deal breaker to me when it comes to the S25 Ultra. So right now, man, just to sum all this up, this is a very early first impressions of this device. I really got to put it through its paces, really see how I feel about it, using it as my daily driver. Coming from someone who uses nothing but iPhone, I always tend to start these videos and start the life cycle out of me wanting to use an Android device. But guess what? I get a little bit uncomfortable and I don't stick with it. It's not a lot of creators that's going to sit there and admit that on camera, and I'm one to admit the truth. I get a little bit uncomfortable when things aren't familiar with me when it comes to my smartphone. But this year, I'm going to get a little bit uncomfortable in order to be comfortable with using other technology, man. The iPhone can get you so bottlenecked in to where you just only want to mess with this phone. This little demon phone is great, but at the same time, it is terrible for all of your tech needs. For someone who likes me, who started YouTube and all this, because I love devices, the iPhone tends to keep you super complacent to where you just want to go back into your own little comfortable honeycomb with being an iPhone. No, it's time to go out there and get uncomfortable. Let's use this Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and let's see what this thing is all about. So I'd hit you with the first 24 hours, all right, of an iPhone user trying out an S25 Ultra. I love it. I love the new fresh feel when you come from an iPhone. And when you look at an iPhone, I'm sorry, I just don't get this sauce when I look at an iPhone display. I just don't. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking the iPhone at all for what it is, okay? I'm not knocking it, but you just don't get this level of sauce when you look at an iPhone. I love the customization that you can do. Love just the look of this when you feast your eyes on a Samsung S device. So really looking forward to what I feel about this as the time progresses. You never know, a month, a week, a month, 2 months, however long I make it. And I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you guys on how long I make it as the S series is in my pocket. Want to get a little bit uncomfortable. I'm gonna be real with you. Absolutely love the Watch Ultra. I've said it before. I like the design a little bit better than this than I do the Apple Watch Ultra. I just wish there were some companies out there that just took the gamble and made us a quality titanium band. This is like a $7 aluminum band from Amazon. All right. Ain't my type of tea. I like to pay $300 to give me a nice titanium band. But anyway, you guys let me know down below if you got the S25 Ultra. How are you liking it? Stay locked in on the channel because you already know we're going to get into plenty of accessories. As soon as I cut this video off, all right, don't judge me. The next video, you might see me in the same shirt because I'm going to do a screen protector video because I got to get this anti-reflective display a little bit protected. So if you want to see all that, lock in accessories, thoughts as someone who's running away from an iPhone, to just give this a try for another time, giving the S device another try so I can get out of that little comfortable honeycomb of the iPhone. So stay locked in, man. If you're not rocking with me, hit that subscribe button. I'm technically T, man. If you're stopping through for the first time, I'm someone who like to talk to you like we're having a conversation. You're not gonna get the pan and sweep and B-roll with the Bali Mountains in the background. We not doing that, man. This is just me raw shooting in my little humble YouTube studio called the extra bedroom in my home. Cause I like making these tech videos. So man, make sure you hit that sub button for just down to earth videos when it comes to this device. We're gonna be getting into it. So see a lot of devices, expect a lot of videos on this as well as a lot of accessories videos, man. Check your next time. And I'll pin another video up here so you'll be able to see that screen protector video whenever it comes out if you're not watching this on the first day. Later.